to today's episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Evan West. If this is your first time on the channel, you're highly welcome. This is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the new movie called The Woman King. This is a very nice movie that is a very interesting movie that actually depicts the slave trade situation in West Africa, and also talks about the story of the ancient Dahomey warrior women in Togo, West Africa as well. So this is a movie that is related to African history and also African spirituality. So I think that this is a movie that is worth talking about on this channel. As you know, I do movie reviews from time to time, but only way these movies are related to spirituality and to Africa. So this is another good movie that came out this year, and I want to talk about the movie because the movie is talking about African people. And what you will find out in this movie is that it actually portrays the story of the transatlantic slave trade, which involve Europeans coming to Africa to buy African people and African kingdoms that are actually involved in the slave trade. We have this situation back in the ancient time in Africa, whereby some kingdoms will be catching or kidnapping people from other tribes or other kingdoms and selling them into slavery. This is a situation that I have talked about on this channel many times because we have the general notion that slavery was all about the fault of the white men, that it's only the white people were involved, that they just came to Africa and start catching people and oppressing people, killing people. It did not happen like that. We also have black collaborators. Sadly, this is what happened. There were some black kingdoms and people that were involved in this slave trade as well. These are the ones that will actually go into the interior of Africa to be spotting and surveilling, looking for people from other tribes and that are far from them, that will be catching, kidnapping these people, that will be selling them in order to make money. It happened like that. I have talked about this many times on this channel. If you watch my last video when I did a book review on the book titled A Brief History of West Africa, that was a book that actually cataloged the slave trade in details, how it was done, who sold who into slavery, which kingdoms actively participates, the major slave ports, and different kind of issues. So it was not only Europeans. Sadly to say this, there were black collaborators, and we know them. We can trace these people today. We can trace their children. We can trace their current lineage. We can even trace the ones in Europe, the companies that were buying people. Some of them have changed names. Some of them are now banks. Some of them are even your favorite football clubs you are sharing for. We know these people. They are not ghosts. If you study your history, you will know them too. This is why we say study of history is very essential to the study and practice of African spirituality. Okay, you need to know history. So this film actually talks about that history and it puts it in your face because it's a part of us that many people don't want to talk about anymore, especially many black people, many of these so-called modern Christians. They don't want to, some of them are even saying it's fiction. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to go into it. Some of people are suffering from trauma. Some are suffering from shame. Some are suffering from of prejudice. Some people don't want their secret history to be uncovered, because when you go into this history, you're going to discover that some people are directly linked. Their family wealth they are talking about is directly linked to slavery. We have some of them that are even contesting for presidency now in Nigeria, that their family were slave traders in the ancient time past in Nigeria. We have this kind of people today that actually benefited from the human cargo trades. So this kind of people will not want history to be talked or touched. We not want people to know about all these things about them, but we know them. So this film will actually put this in your face, and we need to come to terms with this for we Africans to heal, to connect, especially with the Africans in diaspora, the Black Americans. We need to actually talk about this slave issue. How did it happen? Why did it happen? What can we do to make sure such kind of thing does not happen again? Because right now, this kind of thing can happen again. It's already happening right now as we are speaking. People are being trafficked into Europe by way of Libya, North America. People are being human trafficking is very, very serious right now. And we need to make sure that this kind of thing that happened to us does not happen again. So we need to face this issue of slavery. And this film actually brings this to bear. And in the movie, you're going to see how some other kingdoms were trying to stop this trade. We are thinking of selling other things instead of selling people. And we see the ones that are interested in making money from this trade because they are not the ones, they are not selling themselves, they are selling other people. So they want to continue doing the business of human cargo. So we see two set of African kingdom in that movie. One want to stop, one is tired, the other one wants to continue and does not care. And then we see the white people coming in. For them, it's just all about making money. Then we see different kind of view. We see different characters coming into the play. Then we also see these Dahomey women. These women I want to talk about. These great ancient African female warriors from Togo, Dahomey. These women are the original Amazons, not the Marvel Amazons we have in Europe. Those Amazon women, they actually copied from these African women. The so-called Amazon tribe of female, undefeatable female warriors. We have them in West Africa. The Wonder Woman legend in Hollywood copied from these original Dahomey women. Okay, so these Dahomey women are the true story of the Amazon warriors. They were very popular in history. They were very deadly, very fierce and respected around the African kingdom. They fought gallantly, they fought so many wars. In fact, they did their best to show who they really are. They stood their ground. And this film is like a tribute to them, to preserve their story and to tell their story from an Afrocentric perspective. So the movie is a very hard, thought-provoking movie. The movie will bring a lot of emotions forth. It depicts the kind of things women pass through in slavery, pain, rape, abuse, all sort of molestation. It actually depicts what people pass through, this pain that we African people pass through under this situation. It will see all this emotion in the film. Okay, so the film is a very powerful film, and it's a very emotional movie, and it's a film that was portrayed to show us Africans how we must be able to unite together, how we need to stand together irrespective of tribes to make sure this kind of thing does not happen again. Okay, so the film is a very good film. I recommend this movie for everybody that is interested in African history and African spirituality. To me, after the Wakanda Forever, this is another very, very good movie that came out this year that portray Africa in a positive light, that aim to bring this topic of the slave trade to bear so that people can know about it. Everything was okay in the movie apart from the symbolism of this gay jester in the Dahomey King's Palace. There is a agenda in Hollywood to spread this gay philosophy all over the world. For some time now, I've been noticing that there are some certain people in the Western world that want to make it okay to be a homosexual or lesbian. If you notice Hollywood now, any major blockbuster movie, they are going to make sure that they put in a gay scene inside. But this is not the case. African spirituality and Africans, we are not homosexuals and lesbians in Africans. We are not gay people. It is not in our culture. It is not in our tradition. So this symbolism that this gay gesture that was already very popular in the movie, it is an aberration. I know that the Hollywood people, they want to destroy Africa, and they are looking for every means to make sure that every movie, every opportunity that we put gay and lesbian scene into. And most times you find that this scene are targeting young children. They want to make it okay. It is not okay. It is not part of African culture. That is the only aberration I saw in this movie. If it was in the time past, that person cannot be able to even step into that palace. They'll probably just take his head off. So this gay person in that movie is the only problem that the movie have. Okay, I'm going to dedicate another topic when I will talk about homosexuality and lesbianism and African spirituality. This is something that is not part of our culture. Okay, it is a lifestyle decision by some people, probably misguided people. It is not a hormonal thing. It is not a natural thing. Okay, it is a lifestyle decision by a few miscreants or few misguided people. So you should not push it into African spirituality. You should not push it into African culture. I have searched lots of books on African history and spirituality. I have never seen one where they say that it's okay to be gay, or two men got married, or two women got married. I have searched hundreds of scrolls from ancient Egypt. There is no place in ancient Egypt you're going to see it written that ancient they were getting married. Even in scrolls from Sudan, from African culture, there is not one that show you that some people it's okay for man and woman to get married in African culture. So it's not our culture, and this gay agenda that no Hollywood is trying to push on Africa, it will not work. It will not work in Africa. Okay, we are going to reject it with our spirit, body, and soul. So for the little assistance that they will still give us for the movie, they still want to make sure that they put their gay agenda into it. So with time, maybe Africans will have enough funds to be funding our movie, whereby we can be able to kick out this gay script or imagery from our movies. But apart from that, the movie is a good movie. I want everybody to watch this movie so that we can bring the issue to bear about Asian kingdoms that were selling other people into slavery. I know a lot of this happened. Some people will want to deny this, but it was true. Some kingdoms were selling other Africans into slavery. It happened. So we need to talk about this issue. We need to find out how to deal with this issue. Even currently in present day Africa, we have many African leaders that are selling their people into slavery, people that are just working for European government. We have many puppet presidents, puppet governors that are making sure that their people are not educated, their people does not grow. We see Africans that are selling ourselves today. So we need to address these issues if we want to take our spirituality and our future seriously. Okay, so this movie is a good movie. I want everybody to watch the movie. I endorse the movie. 100 over 100 apart from the stupid gay guy in the palace. Everything was okay with the movie. It's thought provoking. The movie is going to put some bitter taste in your mouth, but these things happen. So we need to find a way to make sure that it does not happen again. This is the purpose of this movie, and to make sure that history does not repeat itself. Okay, so The Woman King is a good movie. It's a good Christmas movie, but be ready for some hard emotions to hit you. And this is what I have to say about it. If you would like to know more about the Dahomey history, there are some good books that you can read to know more about these Amazon women, their story, and the wars that they fought and what they were able to do during their time. So it's a very good story, interesting story that you might want to know about. So this is what I have for you today. Questions and comments are always welcome. Please, for those people that are trying to contact me for only serious issues. Don't take my number and send me message to be asking questions that you can easily ask under my YouTube videos. There are some people I don't know that they don't want to ask questions. Then you call me to my phone to come and be asking me question. You don't do that, please. Okay, except for serious consultation, and I charge. It's not free. So if you have basic question, ask it under the YouTube video. I will answer it there. Don't come into my phone if you are not serious, if you are not ready for consultation. Okay, apart from that, thank you very much. If you are interested in learning about African spirituality, my website is there, www.kindoki.net. You register, you can start getting access to videos when you see me doing rights. If you also want to buy my book on the scientific validity of African spirituality, you can get the book from me as well. You want to do other things, consultation, spell work, you can also contact me. Apart from that, I wish you a very wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. So take care and bye. Peace.